Hello, hello. Yes, we are here, and we are as well very pleased to interact with you once again in this way. We greet you with our blessings, and we have enjoyed our time with you so far. This is a very special occasion, a special gathering of souls. Now, there are more of us than there are you. However, we don't mean to overwhelm you in any way. We simply wish you to know how large of a presence there could be coming to you at this moment of your time. We wish to interact with you in deeper ways, for once again, these words are simply transmitters. They are limited communication devices. For the higher level of communication takes place between you and us at a telepathic level. And should you open yourself, should you choose to believe that your own imagination, as you have called it, is actually a lens through which you can translate between your reality and other realities and know all that is in more complete ways, you would bring energies from our world to your world with great ease, and we hope that you may do so. And so for this moment, we ask you now, how can we assist you? Yes?
We were talking today about the Annunaki and
Oh, all right.
the different theories.
Yes.
What is the proper theory about the Annunaki, and are humans made from them?
The Anunnaki are, yes, a group of beings from the planet Nibiru, and they came to your planet for the purpose of mining gold to stabilize their atmosphere. And the Anunnaki were in a process of devolving from what you could say fourth density to lower densities at that point of their evolution, which was a point of devolution required for a greater expansion of their own consciousness. And so you may come to know that contraction is only a force that allows for further expansion. You say in your world that you take one step backwards, two forward, and this was a step backward in their own process. And they came, and they saw your planet, they saw your forerunners, what you may call Sasquatch. And some of these beings still exist on your planet in other dimensions. They came and they witnessed them, and they morphed their DNA with some of the DNA of these beings in order to create a servant race. They programmed these beings, who are, again, your ancestors, to worship and idolize some figure of authority and divinity outside of themselves. And these worship beings were themselves the Anunnaki. They also created a strong belief in work, in effort as a means to deserve. And so they created you essentially so that you would be very pleased and very excited to serve their purposes. Though they did love you in the way that they could, and they connected with you in loving and benevolent ways. They were there with you, and they were watching over you and supporting you in your world. They did not abuse you, yet they did create them to serve themselves. And the group of this Anunnaki race that came was actually a split off, a faction of a larger collective. And when the larger collective from Nibiru noticed the faction who split off and created you, they were, well, not very pleased. They commanded that they return to their planet and leave. Yet they, as a collective, took responsibility in supporting you to some degree until you established civilizations of your own accord that could be self-sufficient. And then they left you, and then to some degree they came to establish the ruling families who were to create order in your world up into a time that is occurring now when equality is birthing on your planet. And so the Anunnaki's role in your evolution was necessary for you in order to grow and experience the lives that you do. That is our perspective. Can we elaborate more in some detail of this scenario?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. What is it then?
What about the story of Adam and Eve? Is that true from the Bible? That we came from Adam and Eve? Or is that just a story to help unlearn comprehend?
Yes, to an extent, this is a metaphor. And it is both a metaphor and a control device. You see, there is much misinformation within this story. And this story was distorted from its original form, as was much of your Bible. What do you learn from this story? You learn that you cannot trust women. You learn that you cannot trust serpents, which are representations of the primal energy of wisdom within your body. You learn that you are flawed and separate. And so this story is one in its original form, there was some metaphorical truth to it. Yet in its current form, it is, a way for you to buy into a consensus agreement to limit your consciousness. So we say discard it entirely.
And why do we all look different in the planet?
Diversity allows you to grow. If you were to witness the many different species out there, you would be, quite astounded. For this universe allows for an infinite diversity of many forms of expression. And so your planet has diversity, as this galaxy has diversity, so that through your uniqueness, you know how you can best serve others within all that is. And upon your planet, the different races, as you call them, have different proclivities, have different inclinations, and have different strengths and different weaknesses, have different facets of mind that come together and will come together to make a whole human race that is capable of connecting with many diverse species out there. Yes.
Or a piece, perhaps.
Oh, all right.
So, in previous communication, I have asked about getting guidance on grounding oneself energetically
Yeah.
before going into altered states, for example, with the psilocybin mushroom.
Yeah.
Is that something that would be helpful for us as a group to do at prior or at some point during our mushroom journey? Or is that more just something that would help this individual here personally? Because I seem to need more of an
Yes, grounding yourself is very key in allowing higher frequencies to stabilize.
And why is this key to, would you want to expand on that?
Maintaining a tether to your physical reality, when you bridge to higher levels of reality, will allow these higher levels, these ideas, to manifest into form. Whereas should you have no anchor into your physical reality, you would simply drift and you might not remember the great insight you have access to in that state. So when you ground yourself, when you give yourself permission slips to stay close to your physical body and close to the world around you in form, you allow these higher frequencies to make more of an impact in your world, to bridge these worlds with greater ease. For the disconnection must be dissolved. The experience of disconnection must be dissolved in order for there to be a bigger awakening happening for more of you. And this is why grounding is so important. For many of you, using such permission slips as plant medicines will have great experiences, will connect with great new ideas, yet the implementation of those ideas does not proceed with the same ease. And this is because of a lack of stability within the physical body vessel. Sometimes you lack the proper biochemistry that allows for these expanded states of consciousness to anchor into form.
Would you like to guide grounding meditation that could be used for the group if the group is interested in hearing that?
Not necessarily. Though we say in order to ground yourself more thoroughly, hold the earth, yes. You know already that permission slip of roots of light that connect deep within the earth. To hold something physical that represents to you that strength and support from the earth will be of great benefit. To take in supplements, substances that bring stability to your body will assist you in that process. To breathe slowly, rhythmically, will as well keep you firmly rooted within your body. The greatest tool in grounding is supporting your own physical body, holding your own physical body, is listening to the impulses of your body, and letting your body teach you rather than forcing your body to adjust to what you believe you want.
What supplements are you referring to that can bring that stability in the body?
For the group of you, you are doing quite well. For the collective, you lack magnesium. There is an increased need for more of this substance. There is a need to remove heavy metals from the brain and from the body for many of you in your world. There is a need for more and adequate hydration. There is, as well, a need for many, many micronutrients that would be far too great for us to list at this moment of your time. And there is great information out there.
Thank you.
We do thank you, yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
What can you tell me about the numbness on the left side of my face and my left hand?
This is connected to what you could call your, through the terms that you've already expressed, Ida channel, the feminine energy of your body, connected to the whole left side of you through your heart. And it is a subtle opening of this energy that brings a deeper connection with your emotions, to your feeling state. And as you continue to allow yourself to feel more deeply all that you feel, this energy, this numbness might expand as you have, in a way, numbed yourself from certain emotions. And as you allow this numbness to move through you, it is bringing an awareness to the numbness you have moved away from, you have forgotten, in order to be more productive, in order to be more assertive and focused and good in the eyes of others. And this feminine quality is more uncontrollable in a way. It cannot be controlled. And it brings both love, passion, and creativity, though its general quality is emotional. And as you do allow the emotions to flow with greater ease, to express them without wondering why they're there, simply for the sake of allowing, this energy will move through you with greater ease. Though the way out is through. And for the awakening of these energies within your body, there is no easy way, in a sense. It can be done with love, it can be done with joy, and when you bring that energy into the process, it is one of great ease, yes. Though the intensity of opening a channel that has been, for the most part, closed cannot be mitigated. It can only be given its proper time and space, we do say. We do thank you, yes. All right.
My left eye has been flickering, and a lot of cultures say is a meaning. Some Chinese cultures say that is a good omen to other cultures would say is a good omen. Is that just mythology, or is it just the eye that flickers from a switch?
Same idea is that the feminine energy within your body is awakening now. And it is coming to a culmination, in a sense, in your third eye center. And it moves first through the eye until it reaches your brain. And so this is piercing through an invisible veil within you. And again, as you allow, as you feel, as you step out of the way, this will happen with greater ease, though it is not necessarily easy. All right, we do thank you.
Well, I have a similar question.
All right.
I have a chronic pain in the left side of my neck.
Yes.
20 years.
Yes.
Is it also related
Yes.
to feminine energy?
Yes. You could say it is a blocked expression. This channel is predominantly blocked within your throat chakra. And as you both come to listen more intently and listen to your own creative desire within you and find a means to express it, this energy will transmute and it will move up and out of your body. It will open the channel. We do thank you, yes? Yes? Oh, all right.
I experience confusion and lack of clarity, and I've also been diagnosed with Lyme, and I'm wondering if I still have Lyme, and is it a cause for my brain fog and confusion, and well, I'll start with that.
let us share with you this idea that cause and effect are one and the same. So in other words, the Lyme disease and the brain fog are the same idea. The confusion was already present at an energetic level and required the manifestation of a disease to allow you to process it in a deeper way. The disease itself transmutes as you work at it at both an energetic and physical level. And so you can accelerate the process of healing physically through mentally and emotionally penetrating the idea of confusion, the idea of lack of clarity. For this is an essential distortion. The truth of your being is that when you are in a state of connection, you do not need to question, you do not need to ponder anything. It comes to you as a direct knowing. Yet, confusion is the result of disconnecting yourself from that infinite mind that you are. And the belief in separation can be examined as there is always a hidden positive intention in separation. There's always a reason that one aspect of all that is wishes to be apart from all that is. And when you can identify what it is that you get from the idea of confusion, the idea of separation, why is that beneficial to you? You can find a way to receive that same benefit without the negative qualities that a disease and confusion bring.
How do I do that?
Well, why is it more helpful for you to be confused? What would your life be if you had the clearest idea of what you wanted all the time? How would others relate to you if you always knew exactly what you wanted and expressed it?
I don't know.
Is that a frightening idea to some degree?
No.
Can you imagine yourself totally and completely empowered?
Of what?
Empowered.
It would be a new... I can't imagine it. It would be something new for me to try to envision.
Yeah.
I have my own thinking.
All right. Can you do so now? In a feeling state, what would it feel like to be in command of your life to some degree?
Present?
Yes. Though what would you lose? Or at least what would you believe that you might lose if you could clearly and freely express all that you are and all that you want? Yes. And so can you accept and embrace that to have confusion allows you to remain comfortable in a state of deficiency.
Yes.
And so, can you give thanks to the idea of confusion for keeping you small? For that is essentially what you are wanting. And as you accept that what you experience now, what you have manifested in your life, is a direct result of a set of beliefs, a set of vibrational patterns that is the most perfect arrangement for your own soul, you can then, from that point, set into place a new blueprint, set into place a new idea about yourself. And each and every time you imagine yourself to be more empowered, to be in a clearer state, you will clear away some of this debris. In order to move from a state of confusion into one of clarity, you must continuously, when you feel and experience the confusion, return to that place of knowing what you want. Return to the ideas that bring you a state of empowerment and excitement. And if you write a list of all of the ideas that you would most ideally wish to have in your life, and when one of those ideas becomes no longer suitable, you cross it off and throw it away, and you write a new list of new ideas that represent clarity and ease to you. And in this way, you continuously return to that state of clarity. You will release the emotional charge and the energetic pattern that requires a disease to transmute. And in this way, this paired with the treatment you already bring and the newer approaches, the vibrational approaches and the natural approaches that will transmute and clear this infection from your body, you will then move from a place of disease and confusion to one of clarity and health. Yet you must continuously imagine yourself in that state, for you cannot go to a state that you do not believe you are capable of. And the more you picture yourself in your ideal circumstance, the easier it is for you to shift from one vibrational set pattern to a new one. Are you following us?
Yes.
All right. We do thank you, yes. This has been a very pleasing interaction for us. All right, we are complete with the questions for this evening. We now ask you to close your eyes and take a deep breath into your body. Picture yourself in a clear sphere of crystal light. This is a perfect container for your energy body. This is a vehicle through which you may take your astral body to new realms, to new levels of expression. And as you breathe all of the energy from this crystalline sphere of light into your physical body, and then exhale out all of this energy to the perimeter of your crystalline sphere of light, you strengthen and enforce the energy of this vessel. In this way, you can bring your astral body to new levels. You can bring your astral body beyond physicality to higher planes. Now we are stationed around your world. We are stationed around this geographic location in our ships. And this crystalline sphere of light can allow you to move from your physical body to one of our ships. And when we say our in this moment, we are referring to many groups of extraterrestrial beings, not simply Pleiadian. So we wish you to use this sphere of light in your meditation to lift yourself beyond, seeing this beautiful sphere of crystalline clear light, to hold you, to guide you, to lift you beyond. Now we will be with you in other ways. We are here with you, and we can help you to transport yourself, should you be willing, to one of these locations. And in this way we will be communicating you in new ways. We do thank you, and we wish you a pleasant, fun journey then.
Thank you.
Thank you.